Anyway, we'll start the video here. So, what's up, guys? Wee Woo here. We have some really savage burns I'll probably start the video with instead, but it's Phase 8 of Project
Of course,
11.
just proceed,
You guys
on,
asked
in
me
a
in the
corner order,
comments if
as
I
I
could
said.
keep track
Hey,
of
there's a
what
civilian fuel
the
truck at this gas station.
upgrades do, so... To put it simply, they're talking about a Civi fuel truck.
That guy worked really hard to buy that fuel truck. Could you not just steal things? We're here to improve the lives of the people, aren't we?
But it's
Always?
RP.
That one truck's been there since they took that town, I think in Phase 4.
8 emeralds for it?
I mean, we have...
Anyway, their upgrades this week was...
No, emeralds.
They bought a lot of guns.
Wow.
Like...
Hey, Charlie, could you just not stop in the middle of the road, please?
A lot of guns.
I'm trying to cooperate
So they bought, like,
with my
AKs
teammates,
and
but
all
they
this
seem to
crazy
be
stuff.
incapable of doing so.
Oh yes, morale is high already, I see.
Yes, I'm trying to be positive.
We haven't even made first contact and we're off to a great start.
Don't worry about it, should be fine.
Remember, ladies, we are our own worst enemies, so...
This is high. I put some cookies and juice boxes in all the Vicks. Are they not helping?
Negative. No.
We'll need more cocaine to get through this one.
But cocaine's illegal.
And have safety pins.
I know a guy.
Actually, we need more chocolate bars.
Okay. So anyway, I'm tired because I was up till 6 a.m. working on various mission files and finalizing this and the Highway of Death mission we're gonna do in a few hours. So if I feel like I'm not all there, chances are I'm already there. Reveal.
Check.
Good check, go ahead.
This is Delta on that. We're a 4-man team of late joiners.
Oh boy. Delta, I have kind of a bad news for you. You'll have to wait for a reinsert pickup this time because we just left off and are halfway to the first objective.
Nah, that's fine.
Alrighty. Let's also set global skill here.
Ground, would you like one of their assets to come and pick him up?
Classic
If
90,
you're willing
35,
to
50,
run
50.
down, sure,
Let's see
go
how
ahead.
everyone goes. I do need coffee. Hot damn. Get some sleep. Well, it's too late for that.
Well, there goes one of the air assets.
He's on the ground, so don't worry.
So anyway, they're gonna neutralize the airfield right off the bat, and I'll be sending QRF from a few different places to try to stop them, but it's probably not gonna go too well.
Ground command to all forces, once you get to the rough observation point, let me know.
Whew.
This is Alpha.
Todd Liru Howard, I mean, usually
now
it just works, right? So,
Yeah,
I'm not sure
we
if
have
it's
no intel
actually
on the
needed, but
airfield.
we'll
Unless
see.
you want to just bomb
Ugh.
rush it without intel, I suggest we stop and have a look.
So, anyway, I know we have 3 squads, Alpha, Bravo, Charlie. We have Delta, 4 people at late join, Command messing around with that BTR-40. They've got a T-55. They've got an AA crew, which are all just chilling.
Bravo's moving up with infantry screening with the tank. We're going to be holding at the corner just in case shit goes south.
Solid copy, everyone else hold at the where you're
And
at
this
now.
is just meant to be for ambience. Also to allude to, there's a helicopter depot somewhere over here. That's for a later time. Zam, I'm not even gonna reply to that one. So I think Malin is landing to get a vehicle to tow something up to
Good
these
luck with the
guys.
recon.
So Delta can be brought up. Otherwise, we'll see how things go.
Alpha, your brakes not working?
Mask has in 3.
Sorry, Bravo, your brakes not working. We detached
Hey,
two guys
I'm
to go
doing
and
what
get
my
additional-
squad leader told me. It's fine.
Also, cut the unnecessary chatter on 50. Next
Ground,
one to go.
ground forces, chopper 330, moving left to right, west to east.
Moving off east.
They actually shot at it, okay.
Solid copy.
I suggest we start a move on. They know we're here.
Yeah, we need to move on. All forces start moving.
Copy that.
On the way. Understood.
Ground Bravo, past the turn towards that field. Looks clear on approach.
Wilco.
Solid copy.
Wilco. Understood. Copy. On the way.
Delta Terra.
Roger that.
Keep those guys there.
ETA till air gets the fun.
Roger that. Wilco. Solid copy.
Unknown at the moment.
On the way. Wilco.
And I can go ahead delete all that because I don't need it today. I need you plebs.
What's the hold up, everyone?
Bravo, dismounting that two forward guys ready for
Copy
push.
that. On the way. Roger.
Solid copy.
What are you guys? Oh, you're the other AT team. Stop it.
On the way.
Chill. That's just VCOM acting up. It's for, well, they don't know it's ambience, but again, it's for me to hint at there's, you know, something big over here, but that's like the backup base that'll keep the Titanians
Charlie,
relevant.
cut the northern prong of the mountain on approach.
Eyes on radar station.
I'm not faulting them for
Ryan?
shooting at it.
Looks like it's on the west end of the airfield of the hangars.
Solid copy. If you have a clearer line of sight on,
Hey,
on that station, destroy it.
Not at this time.
Solid copy.
Only eyes on the radar addition. Shooting. Gunfire.
Alpha Charlie, continue your advance towards the airfield.
Tank, we've
There's
got
a tank.
fucking enemy tank due west at the entrance of the airfield.
Solid copy, infantry dismount and try to provide support as needed.
Ground, this is support unit. We're fully set up, ready to go.
So I'm
Solid
having this
copy.
kind of thing
We're
kind of lock
currently
that area
attacking the
down.
airfield. Can you give me some ETAs on shells for there?
Another few minutes, I'll have these things get mobilized.
30
Yeah, what?
seconds or so.
Good copy.
No.
Stand by.
GC, this is Bravo.
There is a helicopter coming up though, so looks like I think they're just gonna bring you up manually.
Solid copy. Is it static at the
There
moment?
is a helicopter coming though. I think it's gonna move you, so just be patient another 2 minutes.
Now it's accurate.
Alpha base of fire. Solid copy. Artillery requesting 3 times shells on the grid ref 052-088.
Copy, it's 100 meters fed.
Solid. Go with 3 shells initially. We'll see. We'll correct as needed.
Solid
Copy.
copy. Wilco.
Ground confirm artillery inbound.
Tank out. Tank out.
T-55 went down.
Flash.
So against the T-50, so that's a GM T-55 fighting a GM asset. So I generally don't end key those when they're fighting because they'll do each other. So already I'm gonna say that
Lead all rounds down.
fucked them up. Did the RDD tracks them or something? Because it already took some significant damage. Now at least do the tricks, otherwise they'll complain. Because they did put at least one round through it, so you know, I'm just trying to be nice. This is a TSB, yep.
You guys die.
Whew, I'm getting some serious lag with that.
So copy. Dropped off Delta at the forward support unit. Let them move towards airfield. I will need the cat plane in the air as soon as possible.
Copy that.
We got this group coming up as well. These guys are dying. Let me look back at base. That is one crew slot down because one of the crewmen have died.
We've got air moving on the runway. We'll start attacking Sector.
Solid copy. Engage and destroy before they take off. Our cat planes are not in the air yet.
We'll attempt to.
So I think he's trying to do a gun run on Makarov. And the ZUAA, I think, is tracking him. But I'm gonna quickly actually, I don't even. Ah, shit. Okay.
Ground command to all,
I need to open a new notepad.
Forces, be advised, enemy 113 with a 20 mil.
I'm just writing down the
Cannon
-1
western
crewman so I
side
don't
of
forget
the
for later,
airfield.
because that's a
Take
slot we gotta
extremely
keep track
careful.
of. And they're working on the other two, so the casualties are minimized. So he's set to defend only. I'm going to adjust him.
Enemy Leo on the airfield, straight west.
Hammer, can you assist?
Be advised, Tonga T-55 is dead.
Yep.
Well, I would love to have that information sooner, though.
Passed
Uh-oh.
earlier, but may not been cut to comms.
Solid.
That's the best angle you're gonna get.
Delta's been
Oh shit!
Solid
Ground
copy
Bravo.
here.
Yep, it's on attack mode.
Delta's in the northwest from LZ, right there.
Ground Bravo.
Malin needs to be careful because I think that jet's gonna get on him.
Repeat last call sign.
Bravo, ground. It's possible to get artillery on blue circle north side of airfield. Got infantry comrade about in that place.
Solid copy. Be
That's
advised, you
decrewed.
have, you can call it in yourself. They're on the same net.
Malin gets an AA shot right there. He's gonna go down. There's a second one. Those Hueys are tanky as heck.
Solid copy. Keep crewmen alive.
Oh,
as
he's
much as
trying.
you can.
And he's able to glide it because, again, the Huey is able to just take a significant amount of damage.
Ground to Charlie. Are you up?
There's that cap. Any other helicopter that would have exploded, but that's how it works.
Send it.
Looks like they were able to save
Near the radio antenna.
Shabokus.
Radar antenna, sorry.
Etta might have also died there.
Ground, this is Bravo with branch southern hangars at times now.
Otherwise, this plane is coming back.
Send it again, Bravo.
Bravo's at southern hangars times now.
Solid copy.
Fly him over
All
here.
forces be advised. Enemy
Franco giving a
DRS
random
coming
sub,
in
and it goes to
from the
Diz
north
Ponal.
over the
Thanks so
hill.
much. I hope you keep enjoying the operations, and I hope you get a kick out of this one.
Charlie, is that pushing up on our position now?
give this guy a seek and destroy marker, so he tours everything around there.
Ground worship post
Meanwhile,
with some criminal
vehicles
order.
are adjusting and moving
Do
up
not
here.
send anyone in the canyon behind. It's currently under attack by QRF. We are evacuating from the area.
Copy that. Our crewmen defer to you then. I'm regrouping my squad.
Around.
Solid copy.
Coming in for another attack run, just gave some shots down at the command BTR 40.
Solid copy. Air, do you read me?
Looks like that's all he's gonna give, and you're also seeing some shots come from up here.
Get in the cat plane, MiG-29, and provide air support over the airfield if you can.
I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere with a Huey. That's almost dead.
Solid, you're
What happened up here? Bill went down, possibly
Yes,
to that
Alpha shot me
vehicle. And they're firing back
I'm
at
alive,
it.
survived it, but I'm in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
Solid, try to make your way to the forward support unit.
Copy.
Now you've got teams on both sides right here fighting against these dudes, but they're going to be taking a lot of fire, and it's going to be a tough ride going in.
Does anyone hear me?
And they managed to hit the plane. And there it goes. You heard engine failure. That's because I remoted that to take it off.
Air assets down.
Warning, critical damage.
We killed the enemy airplane. Luckily.
Mirwell and Sniper are the other crew slots, so I gotta keep eyes on that. And these 4 guys are being deployed as well. We have dude down over here, and they're firing SPG-9s at this infantry squad coming up. Meanwhile, this group appears to possibly be down, yet they're getting hit by an M79 dude up here, and he just went down. And this group's fighting with that team as well. I'm going to go ahead and field this armored asset to be ready to go. And I'm going to have this guy get in this helicopter and fly away. So one of the Titanian's doctrines is most of their infantry is actually able to fly helicopters because it's part of their basic. Don't ask. That's just how I made the faction for the sake of AI. Bad Wolf running up, he's popping smoke grenades to try to help his squad advance because they're pinned down by this Vic.
Enemy QRF in 2 squads coming in northeast from the hill towards the airfield.
But they're not going to deploy any QRF helicopters. This guy's just going to get out of here. Tanyans are kind of just making their last stand against the Red 4 dudes. Meanwhile, you got 3 dudes down over here. That's part of this squad.
The Leopard is intact. You think I can get in and use the turret?
Negative for now. Hold on, crew. Stay safe with the infantry. We need to repel this current assault.
And they just annihilated the Vic. It looks like the crew's actually okay, but they took some damage.
Anyone hear me on
Frank, do we have a Huey in the air?
Not ours.
Negative.
Negative.
On the way.
Shoot it down.
This group just got shot up by something.
If anyone is looking at the Leopard, I'm
And that plane just blew up and cooked people off. That was not me. Oh, great. They're going to probably blame me for that, but that's unfortunate. Astarius, he's losing connection. He's just down right here.
Fucking up right now.
What a picture that is.
In the middle of the runway.
Ay, ay, ay. And his body keeps it, too. That's messy. So I'm not sure if that actually decided to engage them. It looks like it did shoot a few rounds, probably missed and hit the Vic. So a lot of people are around that using that for cover. That's going to be unfortunate for him. Malin might try to make it back to town. Yanni is on foot coming back. Medics, I think, is going to keep Bill in a catatonic state until someone come up and give blood. But yeah, there is now a Maskaz up there. We have this other small Maskaz over here, but in my opinion, if it's an 8-man squad, 3 people in that squad is a Maskaz, because that's about, 30% of their guys.
Alpha needs help, north of the runway or medic stone.
You do have half of this position more or less secured.
We have 4 plus down.
which is good to see, but now can they outlast me? RPG goes out. We finally see a decent long-range RPG hit, because the past few ops in this campaign, they've been missing shots left and right. Yeah, some of these guys are already starting to die. So Malin basically needs to RTV ASAP, getting a new helicopter, and just start funneling reinserts, and possibly vehicles with the Mi-26 later.
Copy. Charlie, can you assist? Copy that.
No. That's VCOM. I'm gonna go ahead and give garrison orders to these, Vics.
On the runway.
Did it pull? Yep, no, we're not doing that. So we have 2 people that have made it up here.
Great. Do we have infantry on the north side of the north slope?
Chunk's getting taken out, and Joe, his armor's able to take it, thankfully.
Yeah, you got hostiles all over that north slope from you guys.
Yeah, we know.
And so talking about these guys over here, I wonder if the ZU gun could line up a shot on those guys. This is definitely turned difficult.
Good news, we're gonna shell them.
Go ahead,
What is interesting to note, though, is they did bring a D-30 battery and a mortar. No, they didn't bring the mortar, they brought the D-30. And they can just use that to shell any of the infantry that are coming up on them. So he just adjusted his group because VCOM did that. But yeah, they could be using their arty a lot more effectively. Looks like Delta's been having to deal with this. Infidels down. And you're going to see arties start landing around that area as these guys up here try to line up a good shot. They even brought the Fajots. I'm not allowed to say that word because that's the word that got me banned for a month, even though it wasn't even me that said it. So, round is a little on the far side. They just need to adjust about 20 meters, and they can hit it dead on.
Bravo, send it again. Didn't read your last.
Push to Bravo 2IC to get Vic back to Fob for reinsert.
Enemy BTR thing, east.
So AT adjusting here. If they get another hit on it, because I think they got a weak hit on it, I'll cook it off.
Yeah, it's over to the east by the chief intersection.
We have these multiple guys out here. A lot of people have died in that one Mascaz. These guys are also being engaged with a lot down. Now they're going for pen shots, but I don't think it's able to penetrate the armor. Oh, and there's the rocket hit. Oh man, who is that? IG being on fire today, proving that
Yes, by all means, go ahead.
guys are A-okay to get all this done. Corporal Hardcore, he is, I think, spawning back in. I know he's got the backpack on his chest. Don't know what he's going to be going for, and we're just having a lot of casualties coming.
Bravo actual.
Send message.
In lieu of like 10 people walking in excess of 3 clicks, how are reinserts going to be handled?
What do you mean?
I'm getting questions asked by people running with me. Like, is there any alternative method that we can procure, like a Vic being brought up?
Ask your ground commander.
Bravo, hold on a second. I have something in mind.
This is a logistics campaign. Welcome to a logistics campaign.
50 check.
Good check.
Oh, Obi's not covering. Oh, this is going to be bad. He just gets dropped. Joe wakes back up. He also gets dropped because no one was watching the damn door. Oh, God. Hadif comes back over trying to find the shooter. Can't seem to find him. That guy out there gets killed. He looks out and he sees him crawling away. He decides, no, I want to get revenge for my buddies, so he just annihilates that guy.
Reinserting, boys, if you want.
If you're backspace, you can do that.
Marlon, we're going to need a bird that can fit.
Hey, Asterius. I'm gonna teleport you up to the blob that's walking up. Everyone in that explosion died, so it wouldn't be fair to teleport you up. So I'll just teleport you to where the group's running, okay?
No worries, thank you, man.
No problem.
Once my automatic is done in this hangar, we'll come help.
Because if I were to TP him up, that would promote the thing of, you know, even if you crash for a real reason, you could just fake a reason if you blow up in a mass cast and get teleported up. So, you know, I try to be fair about that. But this attack really fell apart. What really could have helped them out was a bigger use of artillery to hit groups of infantry. And the tank, instead of being down in the valley, be up on one of the hills, like the ridges, and attack from a much longer range. Because with the loss of that tank being so close to the other tank, it really screwed them.
Are you a medic by chance?
At least they're going to get the Logivics here. The really messy part, though, is that these Gepards are still up, and if they start shooting across the runway,
Alpha,
this is going to get very, very messy. Whoops, and this guy's supposed to be the Vic guarding this position, so let me give him a quick garrison order. Because again, VCOM likes to take these guys for a trip. And let's see, I still have one guy over here. I'm going to tell... Ooh, he's the marksman, though. You know what, I'm going to tell him to get some high ground and be a nuisance. And Pestle driving up on his own, they're taking that,
maybe, I don't know if
repair
we can,
Vic.
requesting that we just bring the rest of the spare vehicles up to the, you know, staging area. That might be important. If that's possible.
This massive group, just all the dead.
Most of the contacts at the airfield have died down considerably.
No, I mean, like, for the guys that are having to spawn back into...
And we have an MI-8 coming up. It's going to start reinserting people.
MI-8 is on road.
But your choice.
Yeah, and Marlon.
And Yanni's also walked back. But what a messy start.
Marlon.
Most of the... Oh, God, all of them are down. Holy crap.
Yep. Yeah, can you land there, mate, so you can just, like...
Now they're starting to drop Artie on this position. That's a very good call. Hitting this with Artie would be very, very smart. Oh, I think the Gepard sniped him.
Infantry inbound from the southwest. From the road.
Hammer, provide support as needed.
Yep, there's a little bit of a tick. There's a 99 right there compared to this one, which is 1. So .99, that means it did fire a burst, and it probably wiped this group of people. And now you're going to see them start bleeding out.
Can we refuel this tank with the refuel truck at the end of the runway? That's legal.
Cap to ground forces, be advised I'm on station orbiting at...
Cap's on station, but the airfield's taken. There's no other aircraft. What I'm curious to see is if these things are going to start... Oh, yep, so the other one that isn't aggroed, it's going to start aggroing on the Cap plane. So now Cap has to be careful because he's flying very close to that airspace, and the Gepard is firing.
Marlon, we're just off of his 3 o'clock, it's seen us. Hey, fam.
Looks like he didn't take any hits, though, but he's got to be careful because that Gepard can shred. Artie landing not close enough, I'm afraid. They're very accurate, but, you know... Actually, accurate's not the term. It's consistent with the barrage. If they could get it right on top, that would be better, but they got to make those adjustments.
Of course, be advised, we're currently picking up the remnants of Alpha.
So helicopter's gone up. They're picking everyone up to get everyone reinserted. That's good. The vehicles more or less survive, so they're going to be able to keep the logistics going. But it's still going to take some time. So, oh, no. I lied. This is smoke. So they deployed a smoke barrier in front of the Gepard shooting at them so it would stop. That's actually, that's one of the tactics I'd never expect TSB to make. That's a good tactic. So now the Gepard can't see them to shoot them, and they can now rescue the people in this mass cas, hopefully. I say as one of them dies. But that's a very good tactic. I'm glad they made that.
Bravo 2 IC.
So yeah, now that the sight lines have been broken off, this Gepard is going to now switch to shooting at that cat plane.
There are, I believe, 4 times reinserts.
I'm gonna tell this guy to go to careless hold fire here.
Thank you. I'm gonna check and make sure
actually,
that
no, I'll have him go to aware but hold fire because I just want to make sure he doesn't shoot through the smoke. Actually, nope, smoke's back, so I'm gonna tell him he can aggro now. I think he was on defend only because the mortars were just that close, so I'm actually gonna make sure these guys go off of defend only. I'm gonna have these guys go to combat and crouch. And we're seeing some of the Gepard rounds go in here. That MI-8 took a little bit of damage.
There's still an active radar presence to my north above the airfield. Unsure what it is.
Cap calling out these Gepards here.
Probably Gepard and radar combination.
Interrogative. Did I just see the MI-8 land near the airfield?
Wow, is that the Winchester guy? It says
well,
rifleman because I didn't organize it, but
yeah,
I think the Winchester guy just stole the repair vehicle Tempestal brought up there, and then they got out to. Oh, that is
ground forces.
VCOM, you cheeky SOB.
It's just a wideband active search.
It's the fucking Gepard.
That is actually brilliant. So he's taking that and getting away completely on his own. That's the power of VCOM. Again, I'm trying some new settings here because I had a rumor that AI would actually take vehicles and pull back, and that's first day I make the changes, it actually happens. That just puts a smile to my face because this is worth RPs, which they can use to buy stuff. So, you know, the fact that he's bringing this back and actually, you know, getting it somewhat there, still hitting a few buildings on the way, but he's actually falling back with it. That's interesting to see. Hey, Jackal, how you doing? Thanks for putting me in contact with those two people. I gotta do some book work for the 700th on a guy. They killed the marksman up there. That's nice. Everything off the airfield has been pulled out, more or less. Still have the Gepard. Trying to see what he's shelling at that angle. It's hard to tell.
We are
okay, no. See, now he's driving back with it because VCOM's telling him to aggro. I'm going to say he brings that over here. Yeah, that's the Winchester guy.
Actually, you're right there. We are... Yep,
so
cool.
that's actually awesome that he did that. This other squad coming. Obi woke back up, was able to save Joe again after they got mowed down. And we have Clueless working on Russ right there. And this mask has some people have been saved, some people have not. Corporal Hardcore is back in the air doing some cap patrols, basically using the MiG-29's radar for his benefit.
West of the easternmost hangar.
And this squad, I'm going to move up. Hello.
Ground command to the friendly infantry coming into the east of the airfield. Enemy contacts due straight south.
So yeah, a little bit of hull damage, but it looks like she's a-okay. Oh god, look at this next wave of reinserts, and someone actually died in the chopper, probably by that Gepard as it came through. He's wearing yeah, some of these guys are wearing lower tier helmets, I think, because they just simply don't know. I should probably do a gear update to say, hey, here are the guns that are available. And then make the older guns available to the appropriate tiers. Looks like more smoke mortars were deployed to cover these guys. I don't think they knew how much infantry was coming, but that's a good call there to kind of help run distraction. I really, really like the smoke mortar usage today. That's something you rarely see in TSB, and it's just a good call. I'm going to adjust these guys to kind of follow the action right here. We're going to end up attacking their rear where that mortar in the ground team is, because that's their command vehicle, that BTR. And meanwhile, you have the air assets once again shooting at the cat plane, but I think he's going to be too fast and far away to actually get hit. But anything's possible. He pulls an evasive maneuver right, even though he's going slow. That's all he needs to avoid those Gepard rounds, because they're just trying to calculate his position. Now, with the Cat plane aggroing on those Gepards, though, that's going to be saving the player base, because the Gepards aren't going to aggro on the infantry. If you notice, this guy that aggroed on the group when there was smoke mortars, and I quickly had to hold his fire, now he's focusing on the air asset, which is much farther away, even though there's vehicles around.
I want you to keep pushing west, mimicking the Bravo.
Because I'm not going to lie, if I didn't, Rex would be dead right now by HE fire. Exactly, Barbarian, that 40 hours of testing, man.
On the western side.
Yeah, Jackal.
Ground, this is Artie.
One day,
Go
man.
ahead.
I can only
Do you
hope.
want us to, like, move up to the airfield or stay here?
I'll get back to you in a few minutes once I get the further com.
Okay.
80 hours of testing was done when we started this mission concept.
You want us to?
Nowadays, it's only 40. So it looks like...
Where are you currently?
Eastern side, reference mark.
So it looks like Mr. Winchester, after he took the vehicle back to the fob, decided to drive it back into...
the junction, in the middle of the junction, of the Alveg.
Okay. Thank you, VCOM. Really cool. Like, VCOM did the right thing, pulled the AI back. I'm like, wow, that's great. And then you just... whatever. Hi, Hammer. This is High Sun Traffic.
If we get that fuel truck over to the Leopard, are we able to refuel it? Is that legal? 3.
I'm gonna heal him. That was Iopa's talking, and that was my response. Because I cook off the Vix when they shoot AT at him, and that was already damaged, so...
Yeah.
Oops.
You're alive, right? You're not.
He's still alive, talking on the radio in there. But that solved that issue.
Go. What do you want us to do about the radar disc?
Yeah, just... He got hit by a rocket, so I killed him! And it was a top-down shot on the frickin' main chassis, so that should kill him. Okay, they always bitch at me when I don't make it quote-unquote realistic for their AT to kill stuff. I'm allowed to do it to the enemy, too. Oh my god, what?
Ground Bravo 2IC.
Jeez, there's having a bad day, and then there's staring at frickin' birds in the tree, and then some dude with an anti-tank rifle comes up to the window and puts 2 frickin' 14.5 shots in your chest. Holy shit. Shabokus has no freaking chill. Jesus. That wasn't to the face, that was through his chest. That guy doesn't have a chest cavity anymore. Wow. Yeah, bird watching kills so many people in Arma 3. It's just a big shame. Now the ground team is getting dabbed on. Ground command is down. His 2IC appears to still be up. His platoon medic also still up. They're fighting for their lives, trying to kill dudes. But hopefully that platoon medic will be able to get him up ASAP, and Makarov will be able to take up the mantle here. Meanwhile, this squad has gotten to here. They're pushing up. Enemy squad's right here. They would hear that vehicle, but I don't think they're going to go explore it amongst the chaos. We'll let VCOM handle it. Actually, no, we're hearing some gunfire right here. But now these are tier 2 troops, so they're going to be a lot easier to kill because they've got Garans and stuff.
1 out of 5. Can anybody relay that?
Vessels down, coming northeast of the field times now.
From the hills?
Delta's engaging them most.
So some wrecks spawn for that plane.
Bravo's pushed the town of
I'll go ahead and delete it. Some bodies also start taken care of. RPG shot.
Forces, this is Cap. Are there any missile defenses on that airfield or no? Or should I say we're there?
They're fighting Grenadier stuff. Meanwhile, this guy is aggroed back over to something on his left.
Ground forces, how copy?
This is Bravo relaying for ground. There was one time to get there, but other than that, no sign.
Alpha here with a got 2 times of RPGs. We're now assaulting to fucking clear it out by hand because it's that.
A firm, be advised. Make a 9.
I would have end keyed it on that one.
Had a missile pass by tailpipe.
And holy crap, BTR just charged, and ground command just went down because they. Ooh.
It's also not the thing that shot at me.
Whew, well, that took out the radar site. Ground is now dying. I'll go ahead and kill the other one for that rocket, too. Ay, ay, ay. That's not Sniper Wolf. Sniper Wolf is back here with Bill. I think they're still waiting on a medic for Bill's catatonic state. Nope, I think he's up again, so they finally stabilized him, or a medic came by. That's good, but no, that was ground. Now you got this team moving back. King of Kings is cut off. You've got 4 infantry coming around. This group might come back. Nightmare's coming back to possibly save them, but they do have the number advantage against them until their squad comes back as well. So we lost BTR 40, a Spearfish, a Huey. Let me add these on real quick. So we lost BTR 40. We lost the T55. We lost an SPG 9.
Hey, that is friendly driving away with some sort of transport truck, right?
Should be A-okay.
Charlie, we're repositioning truck.
Artillery's coming down to the airfield.
Let me also add a few things here. Mortar, rearm, D30, rearm. Because again, this is all, the RTS side of this is keeping track of all the resources that are going to be spent. So, they tried to steal their truck. This guy got in the back of the truck to hide. They just mowed him down. Oh my god. Damn, that was savage. Alright, he was trying to hide, I guess, because VCOM likes to get in VIX, and they just, well, the player base said no. No, the one truck the AI stole a while back, they were able to actually, you know, keep that pulled out, so. They lost that one.
Hassel's first contact, little bastard just tried stealing out of it, but we were able to cover it.
They got Tempestal out again. How many times has Tempestal died? Like, hot damn.
A firm, Delta's coming in from the northeast to assist.
And they're digging some trenches. They did not pick up the intel, though. So I haven't heard anything about it, so I'm not... Normally they'd radio to me if something was actually wrong with it. The Fajot, that's being brought. They just undug the trenches, alright. And now they have the other airfield, and command has been transferred to a position somewhere over here.
Our blocking point just northwest of the road. We're currently scrounging enemy gear. And,
the intel is there. So what that intel is going to do is it's going to reveal a lot of positions in this sector, but they just have to pick it up. But they won't get it till, I won't reveal those positions till next week. Yeah, I say it with the J, because... Arma... not Arma, excuse me, Twitch mods. I don't know, Twitch mods are funny. Twitch mods are really quick to ban you. Discord mods are really quick to ban you if you say anything bad against furries. Oh, and there's Tempestal coming back up. Unrelated. It would be related if that was Granite, but... you gotta love the, gotta love the moderator communities these days.
Bravo's pushing towards central town of that Alve that he told us pushing to. We're with Delta right now.
Is this guy in defend only?
Delta dealt with contacts north of the airfield. It was just 2 squads. They might bring more later though.
Interrogative. Anybody missing a truck?
Alpha's knocked their truck, but we have guys reinsert on the far western side of the airfield.
Copy, I guess this is yours. And the,
They just
hangar.
ran up and cable tied him because the AI is being dumb. That's
I
funny.
don't think so, unless someone brought it up. We dismounted.
But I will reward them if they keep that guy alive and bring him back, since he is close to the airfield. He'll probably mention some sort of Catanian/chain of command, and reveal some Blue 4 positions.
And bring it up to infantry squads. Is that okay?
Oh, it's Figots. Okay.
Send it.
Do we take prisoners?
Do you have prisoners?
Apparently one of my guys has one, yeah.
I guess so. Put him stationed somewhere safe.
Tempt no mercy, rip and tear until it is done.
No, behave.
Charlie is currently on Charlie Pod Marker. Where do you want us to go from here?
All forces converge on the
Alright,
village.
let's start deleting more bodies.
Bravo and Delta reach T junction by Mosque Manor. It's been cleared, must have been cleared enough times now.
Alright, we're gonna be in.
Just another way to bypass moderation. Yeah, something like that, right?
We can hear it moving.
Negative, that's Bravo's Vic.
Alright, I gotta start,
Delta's dumping the prisoner in the hangar on the airfield.
Ground, this is High. Do you copy?
Send it.
Did I hear the word prisoner?
Yeah.
Ah, that's cool. My associates and I would like to have a chat with him. If you could, bring him back to the main island. We might be able to get some intel out of him.
Solid copy.
Hey, Bray, what's going on with the ammo trucks? Why are they fucking off into town?
Be advised, I've sent Iopis and Makarov in that vehicle to the town because Makarov needs to be patched up. The other vehicle is going to pick up other trucks for the infantry.
Copy. Confirm that one of them was an ammunition vehicle?
Yes. The only
Yeah, can you bring that back?
I will in a bit.
Okay. There's like 3 big-ass Urals here, and you guys took an ammo vehicle.
It was the closest one, I'm sorry.
Ground, this is Bravo.
Send it.
When ready, we're ready to move on blue line for dismount.
Solid copy. Be advised, ground command is currently picking up the infantry trucks, so if you can mark it where you left them, we can pick them up for you.
Bravo's got Alpha equivalents.
Charlie's got their Vic.
Alpha's got their Vic.
I don't think Delta had a Vic.
Okay, then stand by.
The other Vic still up.
So that's a fob and a resource depot combined. So I will have to start, getting stuff down.
Hey, hi, I know you're busy. Can we get the gun, like, rebooped? I'll fire the rounds off if you want me to, but we can't get into it now. It's very buggy.
Roger, can you pin your location real quick?
Thank you.
Okay, my truck's on the way back.
Had a little bit of damage, I healed it. See if that fixed it. Probably while moving it, it got booped on itself, so...
No. I don't know, it hadn't been shot.
That's fine.
Weird. Thank you.
I've seen it shot, but I won't bring that up.
Air, this is ground command.
Go.
Interrogator, can you pick up the heli and land?
They shot it when they were up here. They were killing some dudes up here that were coming down the hill. There was one Iranian shot that went down. But it is possible to watch things get booped.
Land next to the hangar. There's POW. Jump out.
They even stripped him naked.
Bring him back to the island.
Cool. Quick question. Is both the Gephards dead?
Yes. Hey, firm.
So I'm not gonna
Yeah,
count
sure.
that
Give
ammo
me one
Vic,
mic.
because I don't think they, or that's a repair
Try-
Vic, so I'm not gonna count that
Try
as an
coming
RR
in
Vic.
from the town of
That's
Darren
salvage.
here,
I'm just gonna
swing
say
in
they
that
leave
way.
it because they probably think it's a regular transport truck. But they got the ammo Vic and
Ground, this is
the
Bravo,
fuel
ready
Vic,
for the second
so
objective.
Solid copy. All forces.
plus
you're
2
to move out.
R&R Vics.
Down to the ground. We've no transports. We're going to need to interact with other squads.
By all means, if you have enough space, just get in whatever you can.
All right.
Ground forces is cap. Be advised, in about 5 mics, I'm gonna have to.
What have I been doing for a while?
I'm gonna be out of fuel.
RTB
I'm more maniacal than your average GM.
Ground, this is Hammond.
No, I'm not.
Hey, firm.
That's the sad
Cap
thing.
RTB
My
on
image makes people think I am, but in reality, I'm a lot more tame than a lot of other GMs.
Second, you request a BMP.
Yeah, BMP brought forward, so I can use it.
I think anyone can attest that. That intel is going to still be taken by next week, because I already decided when I made this campaign, airfield intel, even if they miss it, it's going to be taken, but FOB intel doesn't have to be.
Not any random.
Why are these guys out in the open? I'll adjust them to right there.
Yep. You need crewman for every position that operates it.
Alpha here.
Yeah, I need to... I've already decided going forward I'm going to have Thursdays, and when I'm done with school, Tuesdays are both going to be days where I focus on YouTube videos. I've said that before, but I then got pulled back into some school stuff.
Okay, then we'll push down in parallel.
And everything kind of
You get in here.
fell apart. But yeah, YouTube I haven't really cared about because YouTube doesn't care about the YouTube middle class anymore. Let's give them a warm welcome, shall we? Yeah, I mean, I've got another unboxing video, for example, to release. It's me in a bunny suit with Bloodwing, who pretends to be me. It's great. Bloodwing's Liru, and I'm Sergeant Fluffers. What? It's Barb. I'm gonna tell him to hype him up a little bit. Come on. And I've got enough packages to do another unboxing, so I'll get the footage for that probably when school ends around another week or two.
Ground, this is Bravo.
Send it.
Do we have any fixed wing up in the air at the moment? Because we just saw a fucking fixed wing platform. We're unable to get an ID on it.
Yeah, that's a MiG.
Probably their cat plane. Yep.
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah, that's me. I'm coming in for a landing.
MiG-29, be advised, you cannot, don't land in the inlet.
Artillery is set up again.
So I caught the infantry forces, you're free to call in artillery at your whim.
Ground, be advised, flying over Hattim took AA fire, unknown what type.
Yeah,
Are you still alive?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm heading RTB.
Solid, unload that prisoner, it's top priority.
Yeah, he's fine.
Ground.
Alright. 1982.
What's the rule about artillery at second objective? We're getting a lot of resistance here.
Shell it.
Hey, so, artillery on net?
Yeah.
Marker 3X, gonna need about 4 times HE, rail in from north to south, please.
Okay, stand by.
Okay.
So yeah, crew slots and pilot slots, if they die with them, they actually lose them permanently. So he's asking if he just, you know, rekits and stays in there, if he can, if it'll save it.
30
Yeah.
seconds.
Again, I'm fine with that, because they own that airfield now, and these guys aren't going to counterattack. Vic now coming out. Gonna start shredding some dudes. We just saw one guy take a hit, I think.
2 on the road. No.
Two misses, guys. Frickety frack. One was under, one was over. Oh Oh, and it hits it in the tail, manages to blow up the guard shack too, killing a few more people inside. And the cook-off also knocks out this dude and kills this dude through the pen. Very dastardly hit. And now you're seeing artillery land in here. There's only a few people surviving in that fob. I will send in some QRF. At this point, there's not going to be any more T3 dudes, so we can delete that squad.
I only shot 3, so...
Ground command to all infantry forces. If the fire mission is complete and all the vehicles are down, move into the base and scrape for intel.
Hey, sniper. Yeah. Go ahead. You cooked up a BTR with a mortar for your BBA.
Only got 1 round on him. More grenades going up. They threw one up here and managed to get both. Actually, no, that one guy's still alive. He's going to resort to bandaging. Probably get mowed down by Kekarov here. Makarov was firing on the other side. That guy managed to actually save himself. Makarov comes in, trades with him, but takes him down.
POW is at the base.
Roger, thank you. If he gives me any intel, which he probably is, we'll reveal it next week. They're in the middle of the op, but if they had a breather, I'd just ask Sniper Wolf how to do enhanced interrogation and make a meme out of it. They're gonna come around, yep. Russ being very smart. So I love it. I absolutely love it. When the player base, when they're taking fire, they run to cover instead of sitting there and trying to engage me. That is a big freaking pet peeve of mine. It's the same pet peeve as Wargames Inc., who is one of the head honchos over at the 506. Him and I share that sentiment, but we also equally love, not sentiment, but, you know, issue, but we equally love when players will, you know, attack from a different angle. And that's what makes those firefights really, really nice. He's even taking the mother freaking helmet. I love it. But yeah, flank around, hit him on the side. Best strategy you can do. He was a little quick to sprint in. What he should have done was he should have hugged that wall and pied, but still, very solid tactic. I'm really happy with these guys' tactics today. And this is about a 35-40 person operation. Alpha Bravo Charlie, full squads. Half of Delta's filled, the entire ground team's filled, and there's also a group of people playing the support roles, and they've got 2 pilots, so one's been having some crashing issues, but I think he's now in the cat plane and being fine, so. And then they had a Vic crew, but that tank got moved pretty quickly.
Good reference at 019082 is location of new enemy fob.
Solid copy. Mark it on map.
Oh, shit. No. I'll keep that one going, but I forget, with VCOM you gotta garrison these Vics, otherwise they like to go mobile.
So copy. All forces, pull your trucks inside the compound and assume defensive position for...
Did I write 8-1 or 8-2?
There's a fuel Vic in here, but
1982. Yeah, 1982. So that's mismarked.
Again, pull the Vic
because it's top left, bottom right. This is top left.
In the next 5 minutes.
Top right. So misread the map, but I mean it has the guard towers there too, but that's close enough.
Solid copy. Stand by.
Hey, Christopher, how's the wife and kid? Titanians actually don't have any arty. All of their arty it was moved to fight Blue 4, which started up here, and Blue 4 is actually taking it all out with dice rolls. That's a big thing about this campaign, guys. Week to week, I'm rolling anywhere from like 15 to, I think the highest was 57 D20s to note different things. Such as weapon upgrades, who wins what battles, that sort of thing. So Titanians, they're about up to, they're still in Alquaiza. They managed to take the centralized fob though, and they're working on that one, but they've also started hitting some coastal positions around here. I believe I had a custom position, I think, up here, which is a fuel depot, so they finally took that. So I would say next week you're probably going to see them get squeezed right here. They're still working on positions around this area. Titanians actually took back a spot, but, you know, Titanians, this is going to be like their main HQ later on. And we're going to introduce a feature that is dice rolls, so, you know, the third faction. With how Op4 has been gearing up, they should be okay. Titanians will have a, excuse me, Blue Force United Feds, Green Force Titanians, and I think I was saying Titanians, so United Fed advances have been good. Titanians are going to stay probably in this area and a few areas along this river. But they're getting squeezed right here. Project AR was kind of the bridge point between these areas because they had a massive fob right there, but that was completely wiped, so that's why it's unusable to the Titanians because of just the sheer amount of fighting in it. So it's kind of, Titanians are over at the left side and the right side. Yeah, exactly. I mean, the United Feds. But United Feds are pretty much, you know, on this top part. When the United Feds come in to fight the Op4 dudes, I don't think there's going to be that much of a gear difference. Because right now, on average, United Feds are on Tier 3 with a few Tier 2 things. Op4 is right now, and when I say Op4, I mean players, they're on Tier 2 mostly. But they don't have any Tier 3 things, they still have a few Tier 1 things, so they're wrapping that up. So AT rifle coming in to knock out this Vic. They hit the rear part of it though. Looks like that was actually enough. Multiple AT shots come in. And this guy's gonna get run over by his own. I didn't even end key it. I was gonna kill that guy for dramatic effect, but okay. Never mind. I guess the game decided it was time for them to explode.
Be advised, I'm currently airlifting the Huey back to base.
Okay.
Because I don't want to out in enemy hands, etc. You know.
Medals for you.
Don't ask me how I did it.
Okay. Okay. The picture of advanced sling loading is actually like an MI-26 towing an MI-24, so an MI-8 towing a Huey is fine. It's just, I was expecting that to be the MI-26, but apparently the MI-8 can dual tow the Huey and it's fine, so that's interesting. Yeah, Jay, if you look at the current doc and the mission command, I updated the whole, research list that they have. So yeah, they're mostly done with Tier 2. They still got a few things here and there to grab.
To the server for some reason, but
yeah. My 2 SCs is in connection as well. Unsure what the issue is.
John is the ground.
Send it.
Are we going to be going through the town of Al-Hara?
I'm gonna quickly look at the server RPT real quick, because when I hear multiple people losing a connection, I haven't spawned anything.
We'll be going for the FOBs on the southern side.
I tend to check things out and ask why. Let's see. Oh, it's a 12 megabyte RPT. Good God. Just a lot of server object not found, server object not found, blah, 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 blah.
Alright, last call, everyone start backing up.
And a few network errors. Okay. That's nothing new.
Alpha, do you read?
So I'll have to do some TPs in for those two guys. I'm willing to bet it was because of other stuff.
Move out.
Solid copy. Bravo.
Iopus is walking around.
Yeah, Bravo's patched up. We're just missing one. I'll get him TP'd up when
I don't know what he's doing.
Because it was a technical issue.
Whatever, that's fine. Are the tiers in ascending or ascending order? It's tier 0 is what Op4 started with. Titanian started with T0 stuff as well. United Fed started with tier 1 stuff, and then it's, you know, T0, tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, tier 4, tier 5. Tier 5 are all like special things.
The idea is accurate. Let me get clarification.
No, we're totally doing this.
Dismount, engage.
Contact.
Alpha in contact west from us, our position.
If you need us to push it to you.
South Delta, same rules apply to you. Get ready to move out. Pushing in, step down.
Stay to right with Charlie, and I think.
Solid copy. There is one truck inside the SUV. I don't know who.
And they finally get me with a marksman rifle. Who has my AT? Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do.
I think Bravo or Charlie's egg ship.
Yes, we had to stop down. There was
Alright, so I gotta now note that truck being destroyed. Yeah, because it's charged right up to an infantry squad with that, so I'm gonna boop it, but with the latest ACE update, it lets them, you know, mostly survive those types of explosions and whatnot. But I'm now gonna take care of bodies. We also have another Zil up here. The fuel truck, the fuel is okay and intact, so that can be salvaged. So let's see, this squad is more or less getting wiped.
Charlie's currently fully operational. We're fine on our current location.
Delta's down with Charlie. I think most of us are up.
Dumbass. I think that's Skelly. Nope, that was Kerbal. Alright, but yeah. No offense to Dutch, but never, ever, ever go to the entrance of an uncleared compound and start looting a body. Okay, that's a big brain move right there. Ay, ay, ay.
He's picking up your truck and driving it out to you.
Alright, so we're at +3 R&R Vix and lost a Zil transport. Okay. Cool. Yeah, no problem, Steel. If you look at the, let me TP Wolf up. If you look at the, full document, which I believe it's one of the two links in the mission, because I didn't label them this time, you can actually look and see that there are specific tiers for, all the gear, and I made these, tech trees for them all and stuff, so that's nice. Now, he's going to attempt to tow a BTR-40 up to the front line. That's nice. Surprised he's not using the Mi-26 for that. That's A-okay. And they have that Catbird in the air ready to go, and this squad right here attacking the way. This will actually be a perfect cap strike for them to call it in should they need it. It's the bottom one, righto. So Big Boss is reconnecting. He's going to ask me for a TP when he's ready to go. And otherwise, based off of the amount of time we have left, what we're probably going to be able to do is...
Ground to Bravo.
Send it.
Are you able to move?
Get up to that area at the most. And that area. And that's where I'm going to cut them off, because by then it's going to be Blue 4 stuff. And I actually don't have Blue 4 prep, because I didn't realize they were going to be this productive today.
Need for speed mark.
Yanni's in the grass here trying to use his AT rifle to snipe people. There is a guy down over there, so he might have been lucky, but he has taken a few shots. You can see some bandages. Now he's popping smoke because I think he's going to try to pull away because most of his squad is out of position.
Delta's pushing into Al-Hara proper.
So this is a major town, so there is going to be, you know, some squads kind of maneuvering around here. I'm just going to spawn them in and kind of let VCOM take over. That means they're going to move the fuel Vics around and such, but it's going to make this a bit of a tough fight. Yeah, Nim, you can still come in. We've got still a good, like, hour and a half, 2 hours for this mission. It's just up to how these guys want to play. But even though the start was a bit shaky, they've been doing a good job. Just, you know, there's been plenty of losses here. Yep, righto. Nim, if you're still here, make sure you teleport up to the fob, and then I'll radio to ground that we have a reinsert. And I think Iopus is also here. Ground, this is High. Do you copy? I've got one reinsert back at base, and I've got another reinsert coming soon, just FYI.
Hi, this is Ground. Is it possible for Homebridge to be TV'd up? He had the connection dropped.
Yep. I'm just waiting for him to tell me when he's ready, so I can bring him up, because I don't want to pull him while he's in the arsenal. Iopus, I told Air that you're here, so they're towing a Vic up on Ground's request, so...
Yep, I told him that when we towed out the Huey.
Yep, and then, I think Nim's coming in, so...
Okay, I'm sorry.
Someone to keep you company.
I'm sorry, I don't despise you.
What? No, I'm trying to be nice.
We smacked that tank twice in the
Hi,
throat.
welcome to us.
And
Yep.
smacked us once.
So, decide send message. 1 sec.
Can I get a support up the ass?
You certainly may. Stand by.
Oh, no. Send it. This town's looking pretty clear. We're about 89% done now.
So my general rule of thumb is, you know, normally I do end key vehicles that you put damage in, but if it's GM tank versus GM tank, I generally don't, because they're actually balanced for each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because if you get a proper hit on it, like the tank got against you, then it will cook it off. But you hit it in the turret twice, which is where no major systems are. But I don't think you actually did any decent damage. Because I know one of your shots outright missed.
Oh, okay.
Not really, it's just a ranged engagement. We just don't have the optics for it.
I do love how as soon as you asked me for fuel, one of the AT guys, like, top-downed you, and I will admit, I just killed the tank at that point, knowing you'd survive, and if you didn't, I would have healed you, but, I thought that was a bit of comic irony.
I wanted to take it with us and be like, yeah, I'm still helping.
Yeah, I bet you did. It looks like Malin's bringing that Vic over here. Just let Malin know if Nim doesn't get here in the next minute or two, because I see you're connecting right now, just to come back and get a ride. Alright, cool.
We're currently in the town of Al-Hara.
Feel free to go through the teleporter and tell her to rush it then. Look at Clue's bread. As a medic, with the grenade rifle, with black smoke, way ahead of everyone else. If that doesn't define TSB, I don't know what does. Send message.
Can I get the information on how much time we have left?
You still have like an hour and a half, man. You're good.
Oh, good shit. Okay.
I'm gonna draw a line on the map, and I'm gonna say don't go any more north from that. And this is being generous.
Perfect.
Line drawn. So don't go anywhere north of that, because that's when we start getting into fun stuff that I don't have the capacity of spawning yet.
Hey, firm.
Yep, so next week, Phase 9, we're going to start seeing the United Feds. And that's where the real fun's going to begin. Thankfully, OP4 does have automatic rifles.
Once we, once our vehicles,
So it's got to be...
Alright, I'm just gonna mount then.
He's prepping for the runner wall and the World War I ops coming up. That's... I'll give that to you. I'll give that one to you, Chow. That was a good one.
Charlie to ground. Send it.
Missing the fact the sniper dome's the medic. Yeah, I don't really do that stuff anymore. I won't spawn in a unit to punish, because they're never gonna learn. Just let it happen. And on the times where it's going to screw them over, at least you can say, hey, that was the AI, not me, and the players won't get randomly mad at you, even though it's their fault.
Move up to your position.
And that's something I hope kind of changes with the persona I apparently have. Because I'm apparently the big bad Zeus out there. I'm not. I haven't been that way in quite a while. I mean, for example, new community I started doing some work with. I'm here, go daddy, headed for FOB. Alright. Cool, so I hope this will take her up. But, I started doing work for a new community called BIA, because, you know, they can run 60-person ops, but they also do historical events. And I've got a Korean War op coming up on the 14th to give them. It's going to be Chosen Reservoir. 23rd Infantry are pulled back because they took heavy casualties in the beginning of that battle to guard the, I think it was the 62nd or 68th Artillery Battalion. But, you know, 4 companies of Sharp Sword, PVA, basically Chinese Special Forces tried to hit those artillery sites, not knowing the 23rd was there, and they were caught completely off guard and lost 2 of their companies and some change, which was over 50% of their force. So I thought that would be a really cool, you know, defense and counterattack, because Chinese forces flew back to Chinaman's Hat Hill, and I thought, you know, that'd be a good op to do. So, you know, because the appeal of, you know, having a place where I can have 60-plus people to play, you know, an op once every few weeks, I thought that would be nice. But when I was talking with some of their people, it was clear that some of them hated me. And when I pressed them on why, it was because they saw what I did, like, you know, XYZ from a year or 2 ago, and they just have a stigma of, you know, because they saw that one thing on YouTube, I'm, you know, always like that. So I was really apologetic and, you know, just asking, you know, if you could just play one op from me, you're going to see that that's not the case. And some are still a bit stingy to me, but I've been, you know, slowly winning some over to show that, you know, I'm not the YouTube asshat that everyone thinks I am.
Quick question about Triple R.
Yeah, what up?
Where am I allowed to refuel and repair, and what am I allowed to do with that?
Technically anywhere in the field. In the future, I'll be changing a few things to make it so that it's only at the airbase via actually taking all the R&R equipment out of the Logivix you find. But for now, since it's available to you, I'll let you do it anywhere.
Yeah,
Capiche?
1 second. I believe the person who's running Logi is currently away from his radio.
I'm here, sorry, what do you need?
I wouldn't say join a new unit, because again, it's on Thursdays, and that's a day I have open. I've actually planned to start work with them since February. It's just I was waiting until school finished up, but school finished up, well, not finished up early, but opened up more time because of COVID. So I'm actually very selective of where I work, really for scheduling reasons, nothing else.
Be advised, please do not push the Urals deep into the town, because if that gets blown up, you're out without your resupply and movement.
So I've already streamed 2 of their ops, which admittedly had some problems, but I got with the Zeuses and worked with a few issues. Well, you know, every group has their own way to play, so.
We're shadowing Charlie on the right side of the road.
Let's give a new, this is gonna be funny. So, 1789, 1589.
Northwest side of this town.
I suggest we keep all the Vicks relatively close so we can actually protect them from Vicom.
Alpha's moving that to the gas station because it's a point of interest and there's a field truck there.
Because, you know, they're hopefully gonna realize, wait, these are right next to each other.
Everyone leave your trucks at that position.
Enemy, this is a resource depot. It's a 2-for-1. And again, I meant to do that with this position too, but I completely forgot the documentation because I can't even English. It's got the you know, little fob right there next to it, but I didn't count it because I forgot to incorporate that. Because if you actually look really close at Al Ryak, one of the beauties of it is that this is a copy-paste of that area. Technically, they fought against the same fob like twice already in this mission alone, because it's a lot copy and paste, but that's how you mass-produced maps back in the day.
Delta's gonna shift to engage contact north.
I did 1782 for the first one. Oh, shit, did I? Rickety crack. It was 89.
advise enemies close north.
Yep, no, you guys are right. Thanks for catching that. That's another reason why I like streaming. If I make a silly mistake like that, it gets fixed. So thank you for helping me do quality control on my content.
Be advised of the HMG on the top. We're watching the red.
Now I gotta find the table. Ah! Damn you, bad camera angle! Watch this, I'm gonna be a Chad and delete the wrong one and go, yeah, I fixed it. That's how you commit the fix. Anyway, 2 squads are around here. I am going to copy-paste another squad to come in. And at this point, I'm going to ungarrison these 2 squads. Not squads, but vehicles, so actually if they want to, they can drive around. Whew! Exactly, more bodies for the war. Arcalis, he went through here, he got oofed to high heck. Barbarian, doing the smart thing, pieing his door, shooting that guy dead. Very good to see there, and these guys are now just fighting through infantry. So Chabokas, he doesn't notice that guy in the tower, gets saved by some guys around here. A lot of these guys have binos, so I'm gonna now... You heard them locally for a second. You set on single fire. I want to see if any of them are dumb enough to vault that. You're hearing grenades getting tossed over. That's a great call there. And those are... Wow. Did the grenades cook that off, or did Karn do that with some AT? That had to have been Karn with the AT, because grenades cooking that off, I doubt that. I'm going to spawn a squad over here and bring them in. Fun fact, this is also the town I use for Covids and CDC, which is a little cops and ops game that I have. Marksman man goes down. I'm going to go over and delete some bodies. So the reason that's framey is because it's just a big town.
What do you want Charlie to do?
So I'm just spamming my delete key as I go over all those black spots.
Stand around. This is up. Send it. New intel discovered. Enemy prop 017089.
Let's go ahead and garrison these guys. A lot of them are on that crane.
Those grid coordinates marked on map.
What code? Just want to pass it in case I get down.
Graphic is done. Coming in here with dispatch or shields?
Solid copy. Coordinate with the other forces inside the town.
Just killed the marksman right there. Make sure those guys aren't set to defend only. That's great. And Andrew's clearing out this building. Manages to get that guy. This guy doing a reload. He's just giving him the 1,000-yard stare. Oh, he has a Springfield. Hold on. That's a tier 0 gun. That's a Garand. That's a Garand. That's a Garand. I have no idea how a Springfield got in there. I somehow must have copied and pasted one of those squads before I deleted them. That's funny. Weapon shortages, I guess. It's Barbarian. I apologize. Rabble, 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 rabble.
Air to Delta.
Yeah, I RC him and immediately get shot, right?
Delta's unresponsive.
Yeah, Delta relay from air. Copy.
Yeah, this is air and traffic.
And I'm relaying for you, Jordan. Okay.
Wow. Yeah.
Woo! That guy got mowed down.
Okay. Cool.
What do you want?
Reinsert and Lcpl was wanting them for something. I was trying to see if they were actually just out of range of him or.
I think Air's dead. Yeah, Air's just landed, so that's fine.
Send it. Soft copy. Is it great reference?
Yeah, there's nothing up here.
Hi, this is Bravo Lead. Hi, this is Bravo Lead.
So no scope. This is hi. Send message.
I've got intel inbox.
Roger, standby. Oh, it faced. Yeah, so it looks like the guy died and forced the table to get pushed up, and that's what pushed the intel into the table. I'll adjust it again here.
Ground, this is Cap.
Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. I meant to spook him, but if I just not magic missile, but if I just, happen to get the shot, then oh well.
Well, actual correction, I'll be at bingo fuel.
What is?
Ground, this is Bravo.
They're playing Hayden. That's the RD team right here to pass the time, because RD's not being called in would be a little effective to use. We hear their future. I always loved going on the map and seeing what the heck these guys make. Like, goddamn. Yeah, if you double click on an asset, you can see all the stuff they might have drawn. That's always funny. I heard Makarov's voice.
Bravo, we at the fob.
I'm gonna hone in on it.
Where the enemy?
Ooh, and I get shot in the balls. I should guess a lot. Well, they already got cringe written on there, so I don't want to guess the other words. Looks like Auto Rifleman Boy decided to kill himself. I'm just gonna drag these guys down and. Are they gonna climb back up? You guys are absolute shads. Here, how about you do the smart thing? There's the MI-26 being fielded, and I think they're actually trying to load it in the MI-26 itself here. Kinda scared to ask.
Off the ground. Forces, Alpha's currently situated in the Crop Road.
Please tell me not actually gonna like drive that in there. Oh no. No, 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 no. Oh, please, God, don't. Oh, come on. You guys are giving me some super bad anxiety. Just tow it. Just tow it, please. Please. I think one of these has a feature where they can load in VIX, but...
Alpha holding security at Crop Road, circling yellow, watching QRF.
Delta and Bravo holding southwest of town, watching the town to the south, while watching the road south and west.
Yeah, I don't get the option for that.
North approximately from west and north.
There, so. Hey, don't mind the explosion, don't mind the explosion. So I was trying to test if you could actually load what you're trying to load in the Mi-26 via, you know, like how the VTOLs can load VIX, and it doesn't look like you can, so I just recommend you air tow it.
Okay, so only problem with that, the tow ropes come out inside the Mi-26.
That is with the script.
Recommend to all infantry forces, resupply, get ready to push north outside of the town.
I was told to copy and paste that entire thing.
And the FOB marked on the map.
Hey, from ground, be advised, air's RTB because I'm at bingo.
So copy.
Alright. So what, when you deploy triple R... What happens? So what, all the ropes come out right here? I can't... Like, are these all three of the ropes? Or, like, are the other two ropes, like, in the Vic itself? Because this looks like all three.
They're inside.
Ah.
So if I pick it up, you can see that it's just one there.
Yep. Well, open the back again. Like, what if we open the back of this and fly it with the ropes hanging out the back, and you just extend the ropes?
Command is already halfway up the road. Come join us.
Okay.
Problem is I don't think there'll be enough room to do it.
What if you extend the ropes?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just extend the ropes and have them run out the back. It should be fine. Tell you what. Like another hour 15. They're clearing out most of this major town.
I mean, to be honest, I'm probably going to get there and they're not even going to need this.
After they finish the last fuel place in FOB, they probably will need it, but we'll see what happens.
Alright.
Speaking of which, I gotta garrison that soon. I'm just here to make sure that this works.
Let's go.
So Corporal sizing up his runway here. What I will do right now is get the garrison going for this fob.
There's just one out the back. Yeah, I'm doing stuff. I'm trying to figure out how that Mi-26 works. It's weird.
Okay, here, so... Look good! So I guess you just single tow rope and it's fine. You're right! Oh my god, he ditched you! Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Malin, you on net?
Yeah.
What about this Arcalis fellow here?
You can take the TP and wait for me to drop this, because I don't think I can land
Okay.
if this thing is still attached.
He says take the TP and wait for him at the fob.
Hey Delta, this is Pilot 1.
Oh, that's based. That is so
Copy,
based. I love it.
Truck coming in. Where do you want it?
I freaking love it.
Wait
They... they forgot him. Barbarian. Welcome to a logistics campaign.
Just clear American, I'll send it someone around.
Well, yeah, as you actually heard, Malin doesn't want to bring him in on that vehicle because he's scared about the landing the Mi-26, which is absolutely fair because those things are expensive as hell. By the way, this is what I mean by GM assets. They either spawn and do a kickflip or they spawn into the ground, and that spawning into the ground is the reason why they do kickflips. Alright, so we're going to go ahead, garrison that tank so VCOM doesn't drag her around, and meanwhile these guys are now starting to encircle this position. So I am going to have a massive wave of QRF come in to assist here, and I'm also going to bring in a big wave, because this is their last, like, southern push to kind of quote-unquote break out.
I'll initiate contact from the southwestern side.
Yeah, that's not the, that's the glitched out one. We don't want to deal with that.
Bravo's just hit northeast side. We're engaging on northeast sector. That's the question.
So they had an airfield last stand, and they had a, now they're having a Vic last stand. I'm gonna go ahead, hide, actually no, I'll just teleport myself back to the fob. And after I do that, we'll get back to covering the action. Just so I can stay within radio range, but also, you know, weed any inserts in that are having issues. So let's go ahead, do some quick body deletion duty here. Keep the frames as good as we can for this server. Make sure we don't delete any vehicles. That'd be awkward if we did. Rex, since they're moving on, I can go ahead and get rid of those. And now I'm going to type in the words or the letters, words, yeah. U and N are a letter, right, guys? I'm very based. And hopefully they'll start coming out of this airfield. If they don't, oh well. King of Canes looks like he was trying to be cheeky, get under here, shoot some dudes. That did not work for him. They killed that one Vic right there. Okay, so thankfully the fob is right here. So we're gonna put a table there, and then Titanian fob is 19113. Medic can't seem to interact with me. That's weird.
Outdoor squads moving eastwards on the northern side of the compound, moving quite heavily to the crossfire.
Ground, Bravo. New enemy fob located 019113.
Net to high.
Working on it.
Delta, be advised, thing has just been dropped.
Stay here. Yeah, you're glitched out. Go respawn, I'll teleport you back, and then I'll mag dump you.
Bravo 2, I see. Copy last.
Copy at all. Send.
Fob located 019113, marked on map. Fob.
Oh crap! Vehicle.
Oh no. Would you mind? I'm busy. I'm good.
Got no.
Coming from north. Move to the gate.
Could we call for backlash?
Az, don't move. No, you're gonna have to leave and rejoin the server. You're fully glitched. Yep, nope.
Your backlash is definitely not clear, Nightmare. Please don't.
There's anything we need to shoot. I'm just getting ready.
Copy last. Artie is still waiting for fire missions. If you want to use us.
Cat Garrison Vic. He's excited. He wants to go kill people. Oh, there's the tactical flip. I'll chill here until Az gets back. Yeah, something broke with his ace settings. I mean, they've been lightning clearing these positions, which is great. Have a fun debrief, and these guys are here. Not sure if they're encroaching on that AT position, but we still got quite a few dudes around here as well. They just haven't been taking fuel Vics, so interesting. Here, this is far-fetched, but since these guys are all kind of scanning around and stuff, I'm gonna have them steal one of these Zilvics and drive them up.
I'm gonna assume you guys have it locked down, so out.
Ground, this is Pilot 1, I have a ring, sir.
Not sure if that means they're gonna disconnect or not.
All red teams over fire.
Stand by air.
But Artie is about to be very, very useful. But again, players, they've been using Smoke Artie really well today. You rarely see them use Smoke Artie that well, but it's working. How's that Hangman game going? They got Friends, and they got Creeper. Aw, man. They failed on Cringe. Of course they did. Classic. I once, I've played checkers in Ops, I've played chess in Ops, I've played Battleship in a game before of Arma, because we just divide the grids and stuff.
Marker grid ref 022087. It could be kind of a hot insert, so you could alternatively try grid ref.
MI-26 is flying overhead as well.
I'll take a something out.
I can second that.
Mark, insert 2, so.
Down to the ground. Send it. Down to the ground.
Solid drop. Try seeing if it's from other squads or down enemies.
They're doing it on his own, alright.
Ground correction.
Send it.
What's your approximate location? If you select your ground mark, you bring the truck to our point just northeast of the compound.
Yeah.
Negative ground position updated right now.
Hey, burn.
Yeah, I think they're shooting at the heli.
Yep, you're good now. Have fun.
Alpha and Bravo, if you can, push up a bit to the north, up into that hilly area to suppress any contact.
Oh, ground, this is Bravo. Bravo actual is taking back over.
Alright, Fuel Vic was brought back. I'm willing to bet that's the,
Contacts northwest of us going over the ridge line itself. We're engaging in that position.
Soft copy.
I scrolled to that one first. If I were to scroll away, that would be meta. And we got one person playing logistics and grabbing those civilian vehicles. Whew. Yeah, so Hatter's driving up to this, but I took the Vic.
Ground command to all forces, push those contacts to the north.
So depending on the route that Vic takes, if it sticks to these major roads, it might be able to get up there around the players.
Clear marker near the start of town.
All forces stand by, stand by.
I wonder if Hatter's going to see that Vic right there.
On that ridge.
They're going to call Artie on this ridge. That's good to see. Stand by 1 second. I'm just going to add the small Civi fuel Vic.
Ground extend more south.
Because again, you got to keep track of everything they take.
Pushing down towards us on this slope.
Hey, Bender. Otherwise, this is definitely, out of all the other ones where they've been getting only a little bit of ground here and there, this has definitely been one of their more productive operations. Got a major town, got the fuel Vics in there.
Mainly on the slope rather than the ridge itself.
Solid copy.
I thought Hatter was going to chase that Vic down. That is a big negative right there. And this squad's stuck in here because they want to use that Vic.
Yep.
Be advised, I'm requesting barrage of the...
You're hearing those AT rifles going nuts. Where is that tank I sent forever ago?
Requesting 8 shells going
He didn't want to go. Okay, can you...
So south, from southwest to northeast. I'll copy.
Copy, I only got 7, so I'll give what I got. Starting my run.
Got one spread.
Let's send that Tonk up.
47 seconds ETA, and it's got about 150 meter spread, so just get your guys get their heads down.
Solid copy. All forces dig in and pull back from the red box.
Just give a bit of a drive-by there as these guys keep going. Just the windshield is stained a bit. Oh, plenty of action. Yep. Oh yeah, I did put up the next Liru Shenanigans video today. I put that up at noon, so that would have gone up about an hour 49 minutes ago. I'm trying to see if Saturday or Sunday is a better day to upload it, and I also tried a different time.
Copy.
Because why not? Alright, this guy's got AT. We're gonna use that AT, and I'm gonna look for bad people.
Splash.
Splash call within about a second and a half, 2 seconds of that first landing, so that's good. Alright. There's a position right there. My scope isn't that good, though, so we're going to move a little bit close. What was that? That was a bush. Alright, players. Where are you? My name is Mr. Panzerfaust. I'm here to commit. Oh, oh. There they are. Cracky. That's about 200 meters away.
Two artillery BDAs follow round our landing on the slope.
Just far.
Killing infantry down defilades.
Thankfully, I have a reload feature. Yeah. Ah, shit, they got me. Damn. GG.
Artillery's out of ammo.
So they called the last of their already on there. Zill truck was able to get away. And Andrews is going back for this Vic.
Alpha, what's the situation on contact?
Break this guy apart and have him bring this up to the fob.
If any coming over from beyond the ridge, would pick him up one at what time?
So copy. You can sally out and push up.
On the way. Understood. Hey, Ben, we'll begin pushing on mine. We've got to come in quickly.
Snap glitch there for a second.
So copy.
Drews is taking that Vic. I'm not sure if he realized that that was a bad guy. He's looking at third person over there to see what's going on with that.
Ground command to all forces. Once Alpha finishes their sweep,
one of these is
I need information from all of you. Do you want to...
Azariah is dead, but I don't know what the other ground command body there is, though, so that's interesting.
Fuel trucks secure the town, or do you want to push north for the next FOB?
My tank is still coming. I still got 2 sporadic squads of infantry up there for them to engage. Now we wait. Oh, Bender, I would definitely recommend Arma 3, so long as you're okay with a bunch of different keyboard combinations and, you know, a little bit of bullish attitude at, you know, within multiple communities. If you got a thick skin, by all means. But there is definitely a learning curve. Easy to learn the basics, but hard to master a lot of different tactics within Arma. But I've got over 10,000 hours in this game, so obviously I'm going to shill for it. But, you know, it's a nice breath of fresh air from AAA titles, which have just been getting more and more generic over the years, let's be honest. Whew. Oh God! Oh no! Oh shit! 2 dudes pull out AT! Oh my God! Oh my God! Did you see that? 3 dudes and a 4th dude back here just whipped out their AT sticks and reminded this poor bastard that he went to the wrong neighborhood. Did I just accidentally drag glitch that? I even just accidentally drag glitched the tank, even though I guess I had it selected and I still moved. Is that a thing? Yeah, okay. Yeah, so apparently you can still drag it even if you have this done. So that's interesting. But anyway, tank comes barreling down, thinks, yeah, I'm gonna get the uphand on the player base here. Mows down this poor SOB, Nimia. Oh, okay, the tank is sexist. It hit the girl only. But, you know, 4 Chads with their AT sticks immediately pull it out, remind the tank he came in the wrong neighborhood, and proceeded to lead it its last rites in the form of Rocket 1, Rocket 2, Rocket 3, and Rocket 4. I love it. Sim's trying to protect Nim. Oh, man. Lord Militant here, aka Abraham. He's pushing up a bit on his own. I guess he's pathfinding for his squad. That's A-okay. And we still got some dudes here and there. But for the most part, that attack has been thwarted. I'm going to flip a coin. Heads, I keep those Vics there. Tail, I move. Heads, I keep the Vics there. Cool. Alright, let me see. Another... That's a 113.
What's the situation with contact? Do I need to send in Delta?
Negative. I've already got Alpha and Charlie here. We're just looking at wounds because we just brought it up fucking London.
Solid copy.
Okay. What tank? Yeah, it's not there anymore.
Info from all squad leaders. Do you want to push north?
Not gonna lie, for 2 hours, let's see, they hit an airfield, 1 fob, 2 fob, 3 fob, 4 fob, resource depot, major town. It's been cleared. That's a good haul for 2 hours.
After here, we're going to do whatever at this point in time. We're currently holding the ridge line, waiting for further direction.
It's been good.
Do you want us to push towards you then?
Yeah, it moved its up. No, so apparently if you have it selected, because I selected to end key it, because GM isn't balanced between enemy AT from, like, RHS and stuff, so I end key Vix by default. Well, apparently you can still move it even if you have it backspace, so I never knew that. Again, Arma, easy to learn, hard to master. There are so many little things that even I still haven't memorized yet. And it just comes with the learning curve.
Can you relay to air to bring like some kind of vehicle ammunition to the docks of the town? We're gonna drive up.
Alright, so now they're either gonna walk this or have to deal with a bunch of transport. I'm actually gonna be a little mean. I'm gonna have one more infantry push. Let me waypoint these guys a bit better here. And I'm actually gonna BRB and go grab a drink. My throat is starting to get a little parched because, again, I woke up at like 10:30.
Ground
Got to my computer by
two of my runners are getting engaged on the way back to town. Can you just patch Delta?
Affirm, where do you need Delta?
At the we just assaulted.
Solid copy. Delta, down to one team. Solid copy. Charlie, disengage. Alpha Bravo, you can hold it alone on the ridge. Charlie, disengage. Move to the FOB down. Delta, same thing.
Charlie, set it back now.
Bravo, be advised, you're having effective command over the platoon on the ridge line. Charlie, move take the time to move the down
Myself
south.
iced tea lemonade here. But Jay, again, thanks for the 100 bits.
Just currently taking southwest.
Soft copy, engage, clear your sector, then start moving slowly. Alpha Bravo, hold firm.
Well, Barb, I didn't fall asleep till 6, because, how do I put this? Ah, I'll just say
Do we need to do anything about the ammo truck we're leaving behind, or is that claimed?
Wait. Say again.
Alright, so I'm just listening to
comms. Do we need to worry about that, or no?
Arc you.
No, I'm truck won't hurt you, if that's what you're asking.
I mean, do you want us to... Never mind, we're gonna blow it up.
Oh, no. Please don't.
No, too late, we already did it.
They didn't actually, but...
Just kidding. Artie's Artie is immobile. We're on our way to the town now. Hopefully we don't die.
Sniper's such a nice guy, right? But yeah, no, the reason I couldn't fall asleep last night was because, Bloodwing came over, we spent the day together, which is why I took, yesterday off, and, we just laid in my bed and watched a bunch of My Hero Academia, and she gets her scent all over my bed, and I have a really tough time. Like, I'll either have a really easy time falling asleep or a really tough time falling asleep, depending on my mood.
Somewhere near the docks.
So I was just kind of enjoying myself in a state of euphoria for a while, so... Don't turn it sexual, Barbarian, you freaking weirdo. Oh yeah, and we had to... Because Bloodwing's in my editor chat, and Barbarian's in there too, because he's one of my editors, we, that was a funny conversation. Barb, can you like, stop sending hentai to Bloodwing? That'd be great. I don't care. Alright, so they moved on from this position, so I'll go ahead and delete the stuff around here. Make sure not to delete that Faigat marker. I forget how, it's with a Y instead. But, you know, because otherwise that would delete the AT that they have in the backpack state. Put a few shots at him.
The following gas stations. You will go there and try to bring them to any of the FOBs.
Ground Bravo actual. R6 actually got this.
Just messing with him a little bit. You also hear the Mi-26 coming up.
Yeah, Yeah? Guess what? The town's not secure.
No, don't start sending me. I'm not sure if this is a conversation for. Well, no, it's because it's not sexual. It's just more like how my brain chemistry works. They brought one of their Lcpl up. Interesting risk.
Ground, do you need them on 26 or anything else while
And we have this massive infantry group coming up. Okay, literally, think of it this way. I've been with Bloodwing for over 6 years. When I can smell her, and it's not a bad smell. It's just, you know what, every person has a different smell, all right? Some are more unique than others, all right? I distinctly remember my ex's smell because I was with her for 2 years. I know Bloodwing's scent by heart. Just when I can smell that, it's just calming to me. Because I have a very acute sense of smell. This guy is freaking not even driving here.
Makarov has it in the, yeah, you see it.
See, if he was actually doing this legitimately, he'd be driving off, but... Are we sure Liru's not a cat? Oh my god. Look, you either know what I'm talking about or you think I'm crazy, and that's going to depend on if you also have a good sense of smell that you can smell other people's scents.
We actually rigged it to blow. I recommend people...
It's not like I can, like, smell her and I'm in the same room, but if I hug her, I'm going to be able to smell her, so, you know. Just how my brain works. No bully, please. No bully.
Hold fire. We were ferrying the squad inside town, bringing the truck back. Hold.
No bully.
Excellent. Bring it to the Bravo marker and no explosions will be had today.
No! No bully! No bully, barbarian. I think Bunch is saying gay with it. I'm not gonna lie, cat girl or cat guy, I would not care. I would cuddle the heck out of that thing. That's just me personally. Whatever your sexual preference is, good for you. But I would cuddle any Neko. 'Cause I love Nekos. Anyway, massive infantry group right here. These guys are going to have a nice little ridge against Valley Assault here. And we'll see how things go. He has dog nose. Oh my god. Something. Tempestal just blew up in a Zill truck. I don't know what caused that. Ground's blown up quite a few times today. How unfortunate. Real quick, I'm just going to tab out. Two Zill transports. Actually, that's 3 now. Because one also got stolen. I'll go over the list at debrief. And these fuel evics are just denial of assets. So I have no reason to do this. I'm gonna miss my shots on purpose, but I just want to mess with them.
Bravo ground, we're making to that cutting off there, so we're gonna try and at least save at least one person.
Don't worry. Okay.
What kind of an op is this? If you do exclamation point mission, you'll see.
Mines or something.
So again, not trying to kill any of them. I hit Etta in the foot right there, and he happened to be the medic. Wasn't even trying to PID that, but just doing that. But again, how I would explain this is, it is a massive RTS, and these guys have been playing Hangman up there, but got a bunch of different types of markers on the map, and they've been slowly taking over this mainland. And this is the 8th iteration of this mission campaign, I should say. And they've, you know, gotten a good foot in the door. But the master file I have for it has all the positions highlighted. This took a good, like, 2 months to make. So, you know, just a combination of RTS elements in Arma 3. Specifically Arma 3 Zeus. Barbarian, I will get the picture of the mouse with the big hand pointing at the screen going, "That's him, officer. That's the horny." And he'll point at you. One of them just fired a Maz up here. Someone's saying rip the AA team. RD team, excuse me. RD team's fine. They're just chilling right up here.
Ridge line and provide assistance.
These guys are in a big firefight right here. Thanks, Barbarian. I appreciate it. Oh yeah, I mean it's Sniper Wolf, Bill, Mirwell, and Pogo. They usually do jobs like those because they're the guys that are like really burnt out from playing because they've been playing here for years. They just want to chill and BS with each other and pick a role that most people aren't gonna take, but still be useful if it's actually called in.
All forces be advised. As soon as all the contacts die down, I'm calling it here because we've lost most of the mobility for the day.
Yep. So they're gonna call it after.
Ready to go. We can just shell everything.
There's Sniper Wolf being eager.
Ground Charlie, how's it going?
So I'm gonna be a little more aggressive now. I just put a rocket in that guy's
All
butt.
are going the correct way.
Solid. Grab all the fuel trucks back to the FOB with them.
Copy that. We're rescue squad is currently holding up the resource field.
I'd say it's about 400. Might be a bit. Oh! Ooh, that's gonna be. Yeah, about 450. I just got shot in the balls.
Ground teams, I cannot for you if you don't ID your targets and tell me where they are.
Alpha Bravo, you have a green light to call in artillery strike.
And.
Two teams split up and get contact.
Oh wow, okay. Let's try right there. Now I'm out of ammo.
Alpha,
And oh, because it's losing speed too. All right, that makes sense.
4 rounds, walking northwest, northeast. 0.
Those guys are in the ridge. Looks like you're hearing an artillery call right now. A lot of these guys are down. So that Artie will hopefully save them. That sounds like they're going to index after this mission. Or not mission, but this action here, this fight. This op has been going since noon, so a little over 2 hours now. Which, on average, this particular mission file I keep from 2 to 3 because it's a big one that can take a while. On average, I like to keep the ops at about 2 hours max, because after you do 2 hours, what I've noticed, and I've dubbed this term player fatigue, starts to occur, in which the players start, just getting bored. And that fluctuates whether or not they're getting their asses handed to them, or they're just, perfectly steamrolling everything. Even then, when they're steamrolling stuff, they'll still get bored of the op. You got to find the right level of difficulty and balance. And I think today we achieved that, especially with how the airfield began. But now it's kind of died down because they've lost a lot of their transport mix. They took a good amount of territory, killed a bunch of people, everyone's happy. So 2 small fuel Vics. I think I counted 4 vehicle wrecks. So I'll note that at the end.
Negative, I'm the Alpha and Bravo on the ridge.
So is that the D-30 firing? Because that means it's going to be 2 rearms.
Delta, stay in the FOB and
Because every time they rearm vehicles or already, it actually costs them resources, but they have a big pool to pull them from, so.
Bring their own. Coordinate them.
Ground command's down here, basically calling the shots. Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta Remnant are up here. Actually, no, I think Alpha and Bravo are up here. Delta, I think, is back here. That might be Charlie, and we just have some elements all over the place, really. But again, this was about a 40-person op. Bill, I guess, throwing in his towel. He was part of the Arty crew, just chilling. You know, because if they wanted to play, that Arty team wanted to, you know, have a better time, they'd also, you know, actually take rifleman roles and stuff.
To Alpha.
Ooh, I got hit by a grenade. Nice. Yeah, with that Arty and just natural attrition here, and these guys getting hit by the command team on the ridge, open side. It's whittled the players. Excuse me, whittled the AI down quite a bit.
North of Aldaka. Do you copy?
Whew.
Somewhat. North of Alpaca. Basically the thing in objective, correct?
8 for reinsert 2 or reinsert 1.
Brown, this is Bravo 2IC, taking over for Bravo because of tinnitus is acting up.
Not copy. We're done. If contacts die down, we're done for today.
I mean, just look at all the black markers here. That represents killed units. Killed at least a platoon and a half up there. Multiple Vics. All that fun jazz.
Ground to high.
This is high. Send traffic.
Be advised, we have completed all marked and some unmarked objectives on the western side of the map. We're currently holding at the ridgeline north of the town for active contact, but I think we're done for today.
Hey, firm. Can you pull any forces outside of any captured positions to captured positions, specifically the guys you have at the northernmost ridge? Just pull them back to where you are, and I can index. Break. In that time, I'll be calculating all of the vehicle losses, gains, that sort of thing.
Hey, firm, high command. All forces, this is ground command.
Let's also let them fight. Alright, so again, mathematics here. Airfield, 4 fobs, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 resource depot, 3 small fuel trucks, 2 are over here. They're all freaking gathering in this tower. I love it. Just freaking out on the ropes, too. So let me tab out here. Plus airfield. FOBs. Because the FOBs and airfield, when they capture that, they get resource bonuses. As long as they didn't shell them and blow up some of the resources in there. And I'll show you guys that in a second. Fuel depot. They got 3 of those small Vics down, okay. Because the third one is over there. These guys are just...
Ground, this is air. Confirmed LZ around Arc, you dumb fuck.
That's what they're doing.
Hello.
Hey.
I'm sorry, I'm referencing a marker on the
They're
map.
playing music and firing their guns like crazy.
Yeah, 3, insert 2 or 1.
2.
Sounds good.
Wait, do we have a helicopter above us? Friendly?
Yeah, that's me.
That's
your reinsert.
Hold on. Something's wrong here. Something's really wrong here. Interesting. Okay. I think I calculated to 4 vehicle wrecks.
Alpha Bravo, the resource depot acts as FOB, so we just moved there.
You see what I'm gonna do right now?
Don't touch. Do it.
Collapse it.
No.
Do it. Collapse it.
No.
Fuck these guys. We're pulling off. Collapse it.
That fuck.
Did someone say 7-day?
Oh, whoa!
7-day?
Is everything red?
What's the procedure?
Ground, this is high. Be advised, we are index at this point.
Sorry, copy. Index.
So guys, we will have another op at the top of the hour. It's going to be a Highway of Death NBC op. Basically what we did for the 506, I made some minor improvements on. We're going to do it for TSB, except this one I will stream because I won't be nitpicked to death. So stay for debrief, chill, do whatever you want. I'm going to keep the stream going though. So yeah. I'm not going to write anything. Don't blow that up, because that's one of your R&R Vex. By the way, those barrels right there, those are my resources I use as examples. Whew. So I don't have to rush the other server, though, which is nice.
And I wanted to kill you so bad at the end there.
Alright, so overall, that was very productive today. Overall, airfield taken, 4 fobs, fuel depot with nothing blown up in, nothing sufficient blown up at any of those places. There was a building blown up at the airfield, but it was just a barracks, so none of the resources were there. 3 R&R Vics were stolen and brought back to local areas. 3 small fuel Vics were taken, and 4 vehicles were alive or wrecked by the fob or airfield, and I just count those. It's 1 per everything. Temp, before I go any further, do you want, since you towed back the Huey, it's still flyable but damaged, do you want me to repair it for 1 RP or 2 RP? We'll make it 1 RP. I already said that.
Yeah.
Okay.
By all means. I'm okay with that.
And then losses here. Was there only 1 crewman KIA? Not counting the fact Iopus disconnected, because he called that in.
Yeah. So Yanni died, and then Blobby. I don't know what Blobby did.
He probably could have been saved, but he decided to just disconnect.
Okay.
I mean, we were swarming.
I saw Blobby back at base though, so I think he died then.
Yeah, he manually respawned.
Then that still counts according to the rules. So.
None of our guys died. So.
Yep. So 2 crewmen, 2 BTR 40s, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, 1 at the airbase, 1 by an AT shot in the middle of town. T-55 was hit. Just as a note, guys, if you're fighting GM Vix and something takes like 2 or 3 rockets, I tend to end key it. But if it's like a GM tank versus a GM tank, I'm probably not going to do any ends keying because those are actually balanced for each other. Because if you hit them right, they will one-tap each other. So that's what happened in that fight. But T-55 tank, SPG-9 because it was in one of the BTRs. I've got a mortar rearm, D30 rearm, ZU rearm, 3 ZIL transports, 2 were destroyed, 1 was stolen because you, I think, brought it up to the edge of town, but there were still baddies, and one of them walked up to the truck and just drove it away. And the Huey repair. So, yeah, overall it should be good. I'll get those added in, but in terms of actual debrief, guys, that was definitely one of your more productive ops. Brilliant use of mortar smoke today. Gepard screwed a squad up, so you mortar smoked it and then started healing the squad. I could not have asked for better mortar smoke. It was also used to cover a Hainer that infantry QRF were coming in, because I let VCOM do a lot of the work today. And, you know, that covered the Hainer group so they could regroup. Just a reminder, guys, make sure you don't pull up an entire squad next to an unwrecked vehicle like a jet, because I think everyone that went up to it got oofed when that 113 put a few rounds there. I let a lot of the AI just do a lot of the work today, with the exception of 1 or 2 things, but it was definitely gutsy. But you guys persevered, pushed through. ZU took out the jet that took off, which was nice. We got the Mi-26 tried and tested, which was fun, and you guys kind of just acted like a well-oiled machine, and it's pretty dope. Just a little pet peeve of mine: if you're a medic, don't be like 50 meters in front of everyone else in an open field. That just hurts me. But otherwise, ground, take it away.
Yeah.
There were 2
Today was
D30 rearms.
kind of a good day, but it still involved some decisions by squad leaders that baffled me. But then again, like, I'm not going to go play by play on what happened. Like, a lot of shit happened at the airfield, and honestly, I was expecting it, and really, no one should feel that it was executed bad or done bad.
Yeah, we had over 40 people on that server. Just real quick.
Army.
Yeah, 38.
I think that
I've got a 41 on the server roster right now, though, so that's nice.
We can always get new crewman slots and everything, but we made a good breakthrough. And for all I realize, Greenford doesn't have any more fixed wing airfield, so that was good. The only thing, Liru, I need you to tell me if we if there was any intel or anything.
So there was intel on the airfield. No one picked it up, but since you guys now occupy, I'm gonna assume some random guy garrison didn't find it, so it'll be given to you next week. I made a decision when I made this campaign that even if you don't find the airfield intel, I'll still give it to you. So that's gonna reveal a large chunk of areas around that airfield, and then you captured a guy. Which, you know, I reward inspiration like that because his AI was glitched out, so Kerbal like walked up and cable tied him, which I thought was nice. So there's I'm not sure if you noticed on the map today, but last stop I put a big exclamation point saying north of where you guys went first time. Not to go up there because a lot of those areas had to be custom built. So I finished those this week and marked a few of them. But there's a little position up there that could be of interest, and I hinted at it by flying 2 helicopters over in that direction. So up to you to explore, but well, you'll see what happens when I give you some intel based off of the debriefing of that one guy, and you'll even see some blue positions starting next week.
Okay. Apart from that, the city and everything was done much more cleanly than the last big city.
Kill the server.
We did a shallow search of the town. There were still enemies inside. So once we took the resource depot and Alpha and Bravo situated bridge line, then I sent Delta and Charlie to sweep the town one more time to pick up the fuel trucks and whatnot. And other than that, I was happy overall with the comms. Every flow of information was coming fast. There was very little stepping on, so I'm satisfied. I'm satisfied with how everything went. And one thing I want to bring up, what really made me happy today was near instantaneous 2IC stepping up. Like
That's
when
good.
Squad leaders went down, 2IC immediately jumped on the net, and I knew it like within seconds. So all of you, so today 2IC's good fucking job. That's it from me. Alpha?
Yes. Squad level was really well done today. I think for my guys at least anyway, it was really well done. Morale was high. So we kept pushing. We did things really well. AT and everything was on point. What I took away from it when I actually dropped down was set up reinsert method beforehand. That we're not like spending a minute or two thinking about how we're going to do reinserts when we're in the middle of the contact. Some of my guys, we were pinned down at one point and we were using enemy equipment, so deleting the bodies when we were still there didn't really help. I was on the Zeus side. I do understand that bodies have to be deleted for frames and that, but just be a little bit mindful when guys are here. If there's no contact, it's fair games, but when like
my apologies on that.
more often than not, we were relying on those bodies sometimes. We got fucked because the initial plan was to go along the northern side of the airfield.
Real quick, I will say they shouldn't be relying on enemy bodies, but whatever.
When the tank got destroyed, it meant that anything that rolled down the airfield was unopposed, so we got royally fucked, even if we weren't necessarily as far as we should have been. And we just got caught by bad luck, because when our squad charged across the airfield and the Gepard engaged, Gepard missed, but hit us instead. And then the other issue was no prior recon. We had some semblance of wanting to do recon before, but then it was like leapfrog. It was for, fuck it, we're not going to do recon. So having prior recon would have probably enabled us to maybe notice the AA at the far end of the airfield and any other armoured vehicles such as the 20mm M13. Yeah. Beyond that, we just did what we asked. We were autonomous most of the time as Alpha, more or less being given orders and then acting on them as in the best way as we could see fit without being fucked or anything like that. Yeah, that's all I've got from it. Well done, my squad, and well done the squad that supports us and artillery as well. We asked for it. Bravo.
First and foremost, like again, forwarding sentiments from the shot on 50 was really fucking clean today. Regarding the ground command's Vic, quote unquote Vic blowing up, we had 3 individual separate attempts for AI trying to steal our Vic, whether it was by Zeus or by VCOM, not sure. And so we basically had enough of having to always play security around our truck, so we actually rigged it. And when we went to go get our Vic and it wasn't there, we called up on 50, I think 3 individual times, and no one called in. And the third one's like, okay, we're going to do it. So...
Oh, that's why that Zil truck blew up. Oh.
What the fuck? Then ground
the one at
that
the end.
he had found our Vic, started driving it up, but then it came into the signal range of the M57 and it blew up.
Oh, that's base.
So it was an unintentional blowing up. Purely because we thought it was...
That's hilarious.
Stuck behind us and got our Vic and drove it out.
Oh, so, that's... So, real quick, just to interject, I didn't do any vehicle stealing today. It was all VCOM. For example, one of the R&R Vics at the airbase, they actually, one of the AI that was still alive, because I think it was Tempesto, another guy, drove up a repair Vic, but had an MG, so they were using that, and then they left it to go heal a squad. One dude actually took that Vic and drove it north to one of their fobs, which I thought was interesting, but then he drove it back and got himself killed, but the Vic was still up on the ridge, so just to show that AI are doing it, not me. Continue.
Was a bit of a blunder on my part for the airfield side, because I put most of my guys near the airframe, mainly because I was trying to pull tight security around it, didn't anticipate for it to blow up. That's my fuck up, apologies. Working communication-wise with all squads, I'm actually kind of happy for today that we actually were talking squad to squad rather than squad to ground to squad, because that way you're cutting out the middleman and you can communicate a lot faster. That sort of the shit is something that needs to be done more actively, and I hope that we do see like potential and upcoming squad leaders taking on that sort of information on board, where you don't always have to use ground as a puppet to get what you want to say to another squad. You can just ask them directly. That's all I got.
Charlie's
next one.
So, Charlie started off alright. This is still one of my first times trying a squad lead, so I'm still pretty new to this. We pretty much I tried to support every asset I could, both the tanks and the infantry. Yeah, we started with the airfield assault. Went alright. Some miscommunication from ground to me, but that's my fault, not their fault. After the airfield, we pushed further onto the town. That went alright. From the town, though, some of my squad members, I obliged this, that we should just bomb rush it to the next marker. So I was like, yeah, sure. What could possibly go wrong? So that was my fault, letting us do that before calling it out. That led to us losing our supply Vic. After that, we pushed into the town. I realized that we weren't meant to do that when I got the reaction from ground. So I pretty much told my squad to stay there. Then after that, we moved to the FOB, cleared it out, then pushed on further to the resource field. That went all right. After that, we stayed at the resource field for a little bit, waited for these strikes to come in. Once they finished, we went up to support Alpha as requested by ground. After that, we went back again to grab the Vics to get onto the FOBs. Squad was a little bit too noisy today. That's probably my fault for not telling them to shut up more.
Yeah, I already have
But
the mission
otherwise,
and map commands ready for that op.
fine.